You look up in the night sky, and there it is, our constant companion. For all of human history, it's guided sailors and helped us mark the passing of time. But the moon does so much more than just light up our nights. So, what if it was just gone? What if it was never there to begin with?
It seems like a simple question, right? But the answers are genuinely mind-bending. Because if you erase the moon from our planet's history, you don't just get darker nights. You get a completely different planet. A world that's, well, honestly, probably uninhabitable.
Okay, so to really get our heads around what we lose, we've got to first talk about what the moon is actually doing for us right now. It's not just a passive chunk of rock up there. It has some absolutely critical jobs that make life on Earth possible.
And here's the thing, these 4 jobs aren't separate gigs. They're all woven together in this incredibly elegant system. Think of the moon as this giant anchor for Earth, keeping our tilt steady, which gives us predictable seasons. Its gravity pulls on our oceans, creating the tides, and the friction from those tides, it has literally been putting the brakes on our planet's spin for billions of years.
So, let's play this out. We snap our fingers and the moon is gone. What's the very first domino to fall? Well, it's our clock. Or to be more precise, the actual speed our planet is spinning.
That's right. Without the moon's gravitational pull acting like a brake for eons, Earth would be spinning way faster. Our cozy 24-hour day? Gone. It'd be replaced by this frantic, dizzying cycle where a whole day might last only 6 hours. I mean, can you even imagine trying to get a decent night's sleep on that schedule?
And yeah, this isn't just about feeling jet-lagged all the time. A planet spinning that fast would literally whip our atmosphere into a frenzy. We're talking about constant, globe-spanning winds far more powerful than anything we see today. Super hurricanes wouldn't be a rare event, they'd just be the weather.
And the chaos isn't just up in the sky. Our vast oceans, the things that cover over 70% of our planet, they would face a catastrophe of their own.
You see, it's the moon's gravity that's the main engine driving our ocean tides. The sun has a little bit of a pull, sure, but it's nothing compared to the moon. So without our moon, that rhythmic, life-giving pulse of the tides would basically disappear. Our oceans would become these vast, almost unnervingly still bodies of water.
And that stillness, it would be absolutely deadly. Tides are like the planet's circulatory system for the oceans. They stir things up, moving nutrients and oxygen around. Without them, coastal waters would stagnate. Ecosystems like coral reefs would just collapse, and it would trigger a mass extinction for countless species that depend on that constant churning.
So a crazy fast day and dead still oceans, that's bad enough, right? But the biggest, most profound change would actually take a lot longer to happen, and it would fundamentally break our planet's entire climate system.
The moon is basically our planetary stabilizer. Its gravity acts like a gyroscope, holding Earth's tilt at that nice steady 23.5 degrees. That's what gives us our seasons. Without that gravitational anchor, Earth would start to wobble like a dying spinning top over millions of years, swinging wildly from being straight up and down to tipping completely on its side.
And what does that mean? It means total climate chaos. Imagine a world where the North Pole could point directly at the sun for decades, melting every last bit of ice, before swinging away into a catastrophic deep freeze for millennia. There'd be no stable climate zones, just these insane, violent swings between planet-wide ice ages and unbearable heat.
So let's put it all together. A planet with ferocious winds, stagnant, dying oceans, and a climate that's just all over the place. This leads us to the biggest question of all. Could life, us, even exist in a world like that?
Yeah, it gets even crazier. A lot of scientists think the moon might have played a starring role in our own origin story. That constant ebb and flow of the tides created these tidal pools, little pockets of nutrient-rich water. They were the perfect little evolutionary laboratories, forcing early organisms to adapt to being both wet and dry. And that adaptation? It may have been the exact bridge life needed to finally crawl out of the sea and onto land.
So you take away that bridge, and you throw in this incredibly violent, unstable environment, and you have to ask the big question. Could life have ever made it past being just simple little microbes? Could creatures like us have ever had a chance to evolve in the first place? It's entirely possible that our very existence is a direct consequence of having that big, rocky partner up there.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? I think we tend to see the moon as Earth's sidekick, right? Just kind of following us around. But that's not the real story. The reality is,
The moon has been an essential partner from the very beginning, actively shaping our world into the stable, life-bearing planet we call home.
And that quote really just says it all, doesn't it? If the moon vanished, the darkness would be the least of our problems. Its absence would unravel the very fabric of our world, from the length of a day, to the rhythm of the tides, to the stability of our entire climate. It really makes you think. It's a huge reminder that the incredible balance of our world, it hangs on forces we barely even notice.